From Canon, the studio behind the Breakin' franchise, the Courtney Cox He-Man movie, and the Ninja Cinematic Extended Universe, comes a film based on the completely made-up fantasy of a con artist named Frank Dukes, and it's f***ing awesome. This is exactly how I lie about myself too. Bloodsport. Back in the 80s, Arnold and Sly had the guns, Seagal had the chops, but only Jean-Claude Van Damme had the cakes. Suit up for what may not be his first credited role, but it's the first time he'll play a martial arts master from America?
You're not even trying to understand what this means to us, are you?
With the loosest hamstrings in the West.
That hurts me just looking at it.
Great for rocking the splits, bad for keeping the beat. Journey to Hong Kong, home of the top-secret underground fighting tournament known as the Kumite.
Tomorrow, we leave for the Kumite.
I heard you can get killed at that Kumite.
Like I said, a top-secret...
You two are here for the Kumite, aren't you?
Why is it that no one will talk about the Kumite?
And you can see me fight at the Kumite.
I'm here too for the Kumite.
A top-secret underground...
This is the biggest Kumite ever.
We all know that the Kumite is happening here in Hong Kong.
Kumite Express leaves in 5 minutes.
A top-secret underground...
Someday, I'll fight in the Kumite and make my father proud.
Okay, forget it. A well-known fighting tournament with its own event staff, flag team, and co-sponsors.
International Fighting Arts Association as co-sponsor.
There, he'll have to navigate a single sketchy alleyway, evade police more easy to fool than an enter your birthday pop-up.
You took a shower, I waited, and you disappeared.
Okay, Frank, you win.
And fight enough reverse racism to fill a 2-hour Tucker Carlson rant.
Why don't you quit, Round Eye?
Teach me.
You are not Japanese.
You Jackson? You look like a Jackson.
He's the American who makes chicks with braids.
You don't look like Tanaka.
The Kumite administration wants you to be ashamed of your heritage. Do they make Paco prove he can chop a coconut in half to enter? No. Yet Frank Dukes has to perform the dim mock touch of death technique simply for being Belgian American.
Meet Frank Dukes, the inspiration. The true events of this film. Sure, the real Frank's military record shows he never left San Diego. He claims he sold his Kumite trophy sword to pirates, and no record of his sensei can be found. But he happens to have the same name as a James Bond character.
The ninjas were the James Bonds of Japan.
Oh, okay. But that's just his CIA cover story. As we learn about his life in an 11-minute-long flashback/training montage, that Frank wasn't always a hitman ninja who secretly won the Medal of Honor. He was once an extremely slow boy who got beat up by children and was too dumb to know the San Francisco Giants and New York Giants were different teams. Go sports. However, under the highly erotic tutelage of the Tanakas, he'll transform into a shredded kicking machine to honor his master, or avenge the dude he just met. Whatever. Frank is just here to kick some ribs and bust some nuts. Along for the ride are unforgettable side characters, like Janice, the love interest and traitor, because when you only have one woman in your movie, they have to play both. Ray, the other love interest.
If you ever need me, I'll be there.
I love you, my friend.
And waiting at the end of it all is legendary villain Chong Li, a fighter who already has his try again pose ready for his Street Fighter character, who's so evil he tastes his own blood. Ah yes, still evil, good. Haunts Frank's nightmares like a raptor on an airplane.
Alan!
And purposely hurts people in this no-holds-barred hurting people tournament. Wait, what's the matter, Kumite crowd? Do you like murder or not? Enjoy 90 action-packed minutes that let the fighting styles define the characters, lets the crazy faces do the acting, and lets the sweet, sweet music set the mood. Because the last thing you want out of this film are when they let the words tell the story.
Well, I'm just trying to be the best I can be. Not just for me, for Tanaka and my Shidoshi too.
Go right ahead! I just hope you don't end up like Jackson or worse.
So slip into a comfortable pair of karate pants and rewatch the most influential film ever made that's responsible for those early years of UFC before he realized martial arts don't work, inspired the entire Mortal Kombat franchise when the rights to Jean-Claude's likeness fell through, and fueled an American president's rise to power. Mr. Trump, I may not share your politics, but I salute your commitment to making people watch Bloodsport and fast-forwarding through the talking parts. USA, Kumite, USA, Kumite. Starring Damn Yankee, Yeet Fighter, Undercover Bother, Ghost Dog Origins, Sword Art Offline, Apex Predator, Blanca, and these guys with one or two small moments, but boy do they make them count. Mop Guy finding a gold tooth, multiple threatening hand gestures guy, alleyway laughing guy, kid cheering on some bullies in a Bartles and James wine cooler shirt, and OK USA guy.
OK USA.
Frank Dukes has to think about his whole life before he fights a dude. Very good, but Rick not hit back. Meet me in the Kumite. Please get out of my Van Halen t-shirt before you jinx the band and they break up. Cupa dupa, pupa scupa. The last thing you made me say was super weird.